Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek, and today we're going to be looking at another Transformer action figure. This one is pretty cool. This here is Starscream from Transformers Armada. Now guys, before we take a look at the figure, first and foremost, let's take a look at the packaging. Now this figure is packaged on a card back, and as you can see also with the figure you get a IDW Comics Hasbro exclusive comic book of Armada Starscream. Once again, really cool. I'm gonna actually have to take a look at that comic and read it, but the figure, you get a big open window so you can see the figure, very nicely done. You get a shot of the alt mode there along with 30th anniversary of Transformers, and on the back you get some product shots of the figure in robot and his alt mode. Once again, looking really cool. Now, I never really watched Armada. I did see some clips here and there about the show on YouTube, and this is pretty accurate to the clips that I've seen of the character on the show. This figure looks pretty good for it, and I'm hoping he's not gonna be a dud like the Bumblebee Cyberverse adventure figures. Hopefully this one is a lot better, so cross your finger guys. That's the packaging right there. Comes with two little swords there as well. So let's go ahead, let's pull them out the box, and let's take a look at this figure. Alright guys, so here he is out of the box, looking really cool guys. I actually like this figure, so let's go ahead, let's get a closer look at him. And as you can see here, he does have some eye light piping there. Let me go ahead and adjust the lighting here, and there goes my camera. Let's adjust my camera. There we go, a lot better. Now he does have lots of detail to him. From the front he looks really cool, really nice. I actually like the way he looks. From the side, he looks decent until we get to that hip area. As you can see, he kind of looks like two halves of a robot with a piece of plastic holding them together. The back, he does have some hollowness on the legs, which isn't a big deal. A lot of figures these days do have that. But that midsection is what's really irritating me. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Let's keep it going. Now with the articulation on this figure, you can move the head. Easier to move these turbines out the way. And my figure is a little stiff, but he can go left or right. He does have a little bit of up and down, a little bit of wibble wobble. Mine is just super stiff. Let's bring those turbines back down. Now to move his arms, if you want his arm to go out 90 degrees, you're gonna have to put the turbines down. I'm assuming that's why they tell you to keep it down in the instruction manual. Now he can do 360, but the wing is gonna prevent it. And at the elbow, he does have a little bit more than 90 degrees with some bicep rotation as well. And at the wrist, he doesn't have any wrist rotation, but he does have a little bit of wrist tiltage there. Let's go ahead and put his turbines back, because I do like the way he looks like this. Let's move the arms. Now for his midsection, he doesn't have any type of hip rotation, but he does have some thighs rotation. He can do the splits, and as you can see there, the rotation there. Now when it comes to the legs, due that he has that big front jet portion there, he can go all the way forward and he can go all the way back like you see right here. So this is him all the way back, which is easy. He can't go all the way forward, though it does kick out a little bit to the side based on the canopy of the jet. Now with the knees, he can go well past 90 degrees, and that's due to transformation. And with the feet, he can go up and down. He does have a little bit of heel tiltage as well. He just doesn't have any left or right tiltage there, which still nevertheless still makes for a very good posable figure. Now let me get up to stand up right again. Now guys, as you can see here from the shoulder mounted turbines, he does have a missile in each of them, which you can fire very simply by pushing forward on the projectile's backing here. So let's go ahead, shoot Teletran 1, hopefully the camera will pick it up. Fire 1, fire 2. Hopefully my camera got that, and as you can see, doesn't look all that great without them. So let's go ahead. It's just basically a projectile firing system like the Lego figures. So let's go ahead and put these back in there. I think he looks a lot better with the projectiles and the turbines than without them. Okay, there we go. Once again, a very cool figure. Now he does come with 2 accessories. Let me get him to stand up straight first real fast. Alrighty, now he does come with 2 accessories here, which to me are flimsy. You get 2 swords like this, as you can see. Now the issue with these swords is every time you try to fold them at the joint, they come apart. There's nothing broken on them. They started doing this the minute I pulled them out. I checked to see if there was any tension, stress tension marks on the clip there. Nothing. They just instantly fall apart. No signs of what's going on there. Maybe I'll put a little bit of glue to give it a little bit more tension there. I don't know yet. We'll see. Check YouTube for that. But as you can see, they fold up, and when they unfold, if you keep them together, they form 2 blades. Now, all I know of Starscream is from YouTube clips from the Armada show, and I never seen him use the swords. I know there's some other sword that he uses with mini cons, but that's a whole different other thing. But let's go ahead and put these swords in his hands so we can check him out with his weapons. Got one in. Let's go ahead and get this one in. They're really kind of tight on my figure, so that's what all the finagling's about. I think I got him in. Let's go ahead and pose him up real fast. Just a quick pose. Get him back over there by Teletran 1. All right, I think we got it here. Hopefully that's it. All right, so let's put him up here. Now, guys, before we go and check out his alt mode, let's go ahead and do another quick comparison along with some of the other Starscreams in my collection. All right, guys, so let's compare Armada Starscream to some of the Starscreams in my collection. First up, we're gonna have the world's smallest Starscream. All right, guys, next up, we are going to bring up the Starscream from the Legendary class. All right, guys, coming up next, we're gonna have the Starscream from the Core class. All right, guys, next up is Starscream from Fall of Cybertron, the video game. And next, we're gonna have Starscream from the War for Cybertron trilogy on Netflix. And last but not least, one of my favorite Starscream forms is Transformers Prime Starscream. Okay, guys, so now we did some comparisons. Let's go ahead, let's get him into his alt mode, and let's check that out.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
You can trust me, Rodimus. You can trust me, Galvatron.
Introducing the Transformer Double Spy. From a supercar, he can transform into a heroic Autobot or an evil Decepticon. Now discover the clones. Decepticon clones look identical, but one transforms into a Puma, the other into a Hawk. To fight Autobot clones, one of these twins transforms into a jet, the other a dragster. Double Spy sold separately, clones sold together from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright, guys, so here he is in his alt mode, looking like a very cool futuristic style jet. So let's go ahead and get a closer look. As you can see, he does look pretty cool there. I do like the way they do this configuration. Now his transformation is somewhat close to Windblade's, but Starscream actually manages to pull it off a lot better. As you can see, you don't see his hands alongside the plane. They're not hooked into anything. Everything looks really nice, really done up. As you can see, he does have landing gear as well that folds into itself. Kind of like reminds me of the landing gear on the original Jetfire Transformer that came out back in the 80s. As you can see there, you can fold it in. Now it isn't metal or anything, it's still hard plastic, but nevertheless very cool. And as you can see here under the wings, you can actually fold up and hide the swords there. So that's good weapon storage for them there. And you can actually leave them there and store them as weapon storage when he's in his robot mode. Now guys, once again, really cool. I like his alt mode, but let's go ahead and once again Let's compare him to some of the other Starscreams in my collection, and let's see how he stands against them. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons in his alt mode, starting with the world's smallest Starscream. The Micro Machines Starscream from Transformers the movie. Legend Class Starscream. Core Class Starscream. Transformers Prime Starscream, one of my favorites. Fall of Cybertron Starscream. And War of Cybertron Trilogy Starscream. Alright guys, so that's pretty much all the comparisons and everything we have today. So I guess this is where we're going to end our video for today. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Now when it comes to Transformers Armada Starscream, is it a good figure? I do believe so. I actually like this figure. It looks pretty cool. The way they designed it with the turbines on top. It hides everything pretty well in its Transformers mode. And the cool thing about this Starscream that we haven't gotten lately, and I'm surprised we got this so far back then, is this one came with landing gear. You know, we got these new Starscreams and these new Seekers that don't have any type of landing gear in it, and it's actually pretty cool that they managed to put landing gear in this one. Now, I didn't pick up this figure, but I'm glad that a friend of mine actually picked this up for me because it is a really good addition to my collection. And if you guys have a chance to actually pick one of these up, I do recommend it. It actually got me taking a look at the storyline for Transformers Armada, and it seems like a pretty cool storyline. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get the videos for that and actually watch that cartoon and see what, and I'll let you guys know what I think of it once I finish watching it. But if you get a chance, do pick up one of these figures here. It is really cool. And guys, once again, we come to that point in the video where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, share these videos on all your social media platforms. And if you guys like the content that I'm putting out on this channel, go ahead and smash that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And for those of you guys who are watching this on Rumble, go ahead and smash that Rumble button. And guys, if there's anything in particular you would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below, and I will do my best to try to get that out there for you guys. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.